Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back. It's Travis here with JT Wealth. And in today's video, we're going to talk about 8 stocks that are primed for a short squeeze. So let's get into it. Alright, welcome back everybody, and like I said, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you find some value in today's video, and if you do and you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel out a lot. So like I said in the intro, today's video is all about 8 stocks that could really take off as a result of a short squeeze. Some of them you probably have heard of, and others maybe not so much. So we're going to look at each of those 8 stocks individually, talk about why there's kind of a social media backed, orchestrated mass push for that short squeeze to occur, and also look at some more fundamental analysis via the kind of TipRanks 12-month price target estimates. Before we jump into the first stock involved, don't forget, check out the links in the description section down below where you can consider joining our Discord chat group via our Patreon, where we talk about all things stock, finance, retirement, whatever the case may be. If you're a dividend investor all the way to an options trader, there's a chat group in there with people who are more than willing and able to answer your questions. So consider checking that out. And if you're looking for a new brokerage account, there's links to that down below as well, from your regular stocks all the way up to BlockFi for crypto. And if you're looking to look for a child-friendly investment option that you can educate your kids with, I did a video on this yesterday. There's a company out there called Greenlight. That's a fantastic resource, so consider utilizing that if you are in the market. But all right, let's get right into these 8 stocks. All right, so check this out. This article here came off of US News, and it says 8 short squeeze stocks that could take off. So these stocks are primed for a short squeeze. In recent months, groups of social media stock traders orchestrated targeted buying campaigns in some of the markets, mostly heavily shorted stocks, in an attempt to trigger the short squeeze. Now, a short squeeze is a large short-term spike in a stock's share price that occurs when a sizable group of short sellers is forced to close out its position all at once by buying shares of stock. S3 Partners just launched a metric that scores stocks by their short squeeze potential. These 8 stocks received scores of 10 out of 10 according to S3 Partners analyst. There's the name there. I won't mispronounce that. And now I won't even make you watch the whole video to know which 8 stocks we're talking about. I'm going to give all 8 of them to you right now. And the 8 stocks we're talking about today are AMC, GME. I'm sure there's no surprise there. But then we've got Beyond Meat, Skills, Virgin Galactic Holdings, Upstart Holdings, Bed Bath & Beyond, as well as Nikola. So like I said, the way I'm going to approach this is I'm going to showcase the TipRanks 12-month price target with the analyst ratings on there, and that way you can kind of see the fundamental approach to this. While I'm showing you that, I'm going to explain the not so fundamental approach, the Reddit approach. All right, so here we go. And of course, our first stock is AMC Entertainment, ticker AMC. Earlier today, they were trading around $58.10, but they have a $3.30 average price target in the next 12 months. That's with 8 analyst ratings, all giving it a hold. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on AMC. I'm pretty sure everybody out there understands AMC and GME and Reddit's approach to them and how they've manipulated that stock in the last couple of months. But obviously, AMC saw a huge shutdown of movie theater visitors as a result of the health issues that took place over the last year and a half, right? So they're rebounding from that, but they're also seeing a massive push in their share price as a result of the Reddit investor. Now, it's important to note that AMC's stock share amount has skyrocketed by 380% since the beginning of 2020. But they're saying that AMC's short squeeze fireworks may just be starting right now, as short sellers have had to cover $1.35 billion worth of AMC shares in the last 30 days alone. Now, next up is GameStop, another one that you are intimately familiar with, I'm sure. Today, they were trading around $224.75 with a 12-month price target by most fundamental analysts at about $70 a share. So that's a moderate sell rating with 6 analysts. Now, you're probably all very familiar with the fact that GameStop was the first meme stock of 2021, and people are now watching AMC the way they watched GameStop. But GameStop is certainly, within its own rights, pushing towards a short squeeze still. In January, GameStop went from $18 to $483. And although a lot of the short has diminished, S3 reports that 19.1% of GameStop's float is still held short, which is plenty to ignite another short squeeze for GameStop. All right, third up on our list is Beyond Meat, trading at about $150.89 today. They only have a 12-month price target of $122.64, so not as drastic as the other two, but a hold rating with 13 analysts. Now, back in January, Beyond Meat jumped up to about $221 on a version of a short squeeze that occurred back then. Now, as of the end of May, S3 reports that Beyond Meat has 27.5% of their float still held in shorts. Now, in addition to that high short interest, it's important to note that Beyond Meat has the lowest float of all 8 of these stocks, meaning the lowest amount of free-flowing shares not held by institutions. That low float, of course, could contribute to the volatility of a potential short squeeze. All right, next on our list is Skills, ticker SKLZ, trading today for about $20.02. But for once we see an upside. Analysts from the TipRanks website here have said that the target is about $25.08 in the next 12 months, which is a 25% upside. They have a moderate buy with their 6 ratings. Okay, and pay attention to this one. Skills has a short interest of 69.5% of its float. That makes them the most shorted stock on the list of 8 today. And the third most shorted stock by mid and large cap relative to its float in the entire market. So with such a high short percentage, I really see a imminent short squeeze on this one. If anything at all should occur, this one is probably easily manipulated, so we have to look out for this one. Next on the list is Virgin Galactic Holdings, ticker SPCE. Now this one has a $37.08 rough price when I was looking earlier this afternoon, and the 12-month is at $30.80. It has a moderate buy rating still with 11 analysts. Now, of course, Virgin Galactic is commercial space tourism, and they've had some price fluctuations as a result of testing delays and a more recent successful test flight. Interestingly enough, Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos said he would board Virgin's competitor Blue Origin's first crewed space flight in July. That news has kind of reassured Virgin investors as to the safety of commercial space travel. Next on the list is Upstart Holdings. That priced out today at about $126.52 a share with a 12-month buy rating of moderate buy with 6 analysts and a $133.67 price target, which is about 5.6% upside. Upstart is an online lending marketplace, and the Upstart stock is up 230% in the last 7 months alone. So unlike a lot of the other meme stocks, Upstart is actually doing really well, which means a lot of the short sellers have lost a lot of money watching the meteoric rise of this stock. So there is definite potential for this stock to see a short squeeze as these guys have to cover their positions. Our 7th stock today is Bed Bath & Beyond, trading at around $30.06 earlier with a 12-month average price projection of $26.22. It's listed as a hold and has 11 ratings. So Bed Bath & Beyond was kind of in the same position as GameStop as far as they're kind of dangerously close to bankruptcy, but this time they are much more shorted than GameStop. They're listed as one of the most shorted stocks on the market with their short interest at about 33% their current float. So with such a high short interest, this definitely has the hallmarks of a short squeeze. Alright, last but not least is Nikola, ticker NKLA, trading today at around $17.49 earlier and has a 12-month price projection of $16.40. That is a moderate buy with 6 ratings. Now, I think the short thesis on Nikola is very understandable. With a founder and chairman that resigned last year and admitted to misleading investors, that is not a good look for any company. But they have been trying to spend the last year fighting that bad PR and perception issue. They've looked for investments with General Motors and partnerships with other companies, and they have seen a lot of mass investments coming out of Cathie Woods and ARK Invest. So that has kind of pushed their stock back into the working realm of prices, and they're looking to continue that momentum. But there is still a lot of people out there who don't believe in the fundamentals of Nikola and are shorting them massively. So that's it for today's video, guys. Those are the 8 companies with insane short interest out there compared to their float, and they are looking at serious short squeeze possibilities in the near future. We've seen some of them already occur with AMC and GME, but as Reddit pushes these things further and further, social media, we know, can make things happen in the market. This is something they may actually have to start teaching in finance class, right? Because things have significantly changed as how retail investors can affect the markets. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below about these 8 stocks. Which one do you think is going to see the most short interest? Is it going to be AMC and GME as a result of the mass Reddit push for it to do so? Or is it going to be one of these new ones? Will Reddit jump on a new bandwagon and push a new stock if AMC or GME for some reason falls off their radar? Thank you so much for checking out the video. Hopefully you found some value in it. Again, just my last disclaimer, don't forget, nothing in this video was financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy any of these stocks. I'm not telling you to sell any of these stocks. It was just for information and entertainment purposes only. But again, thank you so much for checking out the video. Hopefully you found some value in it. If you did, give me a big thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks again, and as always, bottoms up.